What's up, homie?
You can't handle the truth. Pay that man his money.
Never say never, but never.
Let's go. Everybody, thanks for joining us for another Friday night episode of the Homies Podcast. I'm your boy Tate in the building here with the other homies. My boy B Dirt, the homie Pay. Fellas, what's happening, man?
What up, though? I'm going to have that bent neck like Tate used to have when the Cincinnati Reds were still playing, because I'll be watching these Tigers here shortly.
You call it a bent neck?
Bent neck. You were like this. Do the show like this.
Okay. I don't know if that's
it might be flattering for me, though. I might get rid of my double chins. I look up here.
It just stretches it out for sure.
Stretch it out a little bit, yeah.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. Pay, you flying your flag for tomorrow. B Dirt represent his colors, man. What's happening with you? Them boys that came back from down 0-2.
That's what we do, man. City of winners. Just plot a W.
Well, why is y'all frustrated?
Because of Chicago. Chicago is a perpetually frustrated and upset city.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you want to talk about frustration. Ooh, how about the way the Phillies lost?
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, dude, like choked, didn't he, man? I mean, period point. He wouldn't have got the runner home if he made a good throw.
Mm-hmm. No.
You know what I mean?
But he could have rolled the ball to first base and still got
right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So that's just straight lack of game awareness, I guess, or nerves and panic, because he was a rookie, wasn't he? The pitcher was a rookie. One of their young guys, right?
He's young. I don't think this is his first season, but he's a young guy.
I mean, most of the time, even rookies in baseball are 25.
That's
right. Well, yeah, old rookies, because you usually get your first call up if you're not less like a super talent, probably about when you're 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. So it's a long track to the majors, man. But man, what else is up with you guys? You got your baseball team still alive? Tigers up right now. B Dirt leadoff hitter. Of course, on my other channel, I got the WNBA Finals. I wish that's 2-0. I wish it was it's 3-0, right? 3-0, yeah. I wish it was 2-1, but I don't know. Phoenix might can win that tonight. There's a football game on too. Rutgers and Washington, right? That's on.
That's a football game?
Yeah. Rutgers
have a football team.
I think they're decent, man. Since didn't dude go back that used to coach him and then went to Tampa Bay and he went back to Rutgers?
Oh yeah, that guy that shit human being. Who was it? Art Browse or who was it?
No, he coaches was at Baylor, but Greg Schiano. Schiano.
Yeah. Greg Schiano, the other shit human being. Is he still there?
I think he's still there. He went back recently. I think he's still there. But yeah,
Super chat already.
Your boy's got a big game tomorrow, man. Going back to Cali.
Since the expansion of the Big Ten, most of the games are big now.
This is true. At least
same with the SEC.
At least from a brand perspective, that's good they did that too, man. At first, I'm a kind of a purist, old school, don't like change, grumpy old man, but it's good. You didn't know that, Pay?
Hey, would have never guessed.
One of the things that we've talked about on Pay Dirt, if you haven't watched it, you should. Is that
where can they find Pay Dirt? This sounds interesting.
Well, you can find it all over the place. Anywhere you get your podcasts, You can find it on the Frustrated Chicago Sports channel. You can find it on the Run Through the Jungle channel on YouTube. You can find it wherever you need to get it.
I'll write that down.
But when the college teams right now are not adjusting well at all to traveling across the United States from the East Coast to the West Coast and vice versa, especially depending on the time of the game, man. It seems to be throwing them off more so than the pros. It's hard to do in the pros. It's real hard to do at college right now. So keep an eye on that. Ain't good. Now, I will say that Michigan did have a little bit of an advantage of being welcome into the Rams facility. They even put Michigan signs up. So we'll go ahead and that's the Chargers and the Rams facility both. So we'll go ahead and thank Coach Harbaugh for that.
Oh yeah, you got an inside guy there now, huh?
They call it Michigan West.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, we got a super chat from the chat general, the homie himself, Mr. Matrix himself, Claude in the building. Thanks for chopping it up with us, Claude. Join us. We always appreciate you. I'm gonna let Pay read this super chat comment. Thanks for the $2, Claude. Pay, question for you.
Appreciate the deuce, CB. Pay, will the Ratbirds still win the division? Help me out. I'm not aware of all the lingo these young kids are using nowadays. What is the Ratbirds?
A raven is mostly a rat with wings, kind of like a pigeon.
Raven and a pigeon aren't similar.
Pigeon's more of a mouse with wings. A rat with wings would be more of a raven.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Have you ever seen a pigeon? That is a rat, if I've ever seen one. But if he's referring to the Ravens, again, thanks a lot for the deuce there, CB. Long answer, yes.
Yeah, there's the first fine of the night. Get it over with early. At the 7-minute
always
mark.
Get the first fine. Like, you know why? Because I'm not sitting here chewing on cashews so everybody in America can hear it. So I hit mute.
Not that again.
So if you're not chewing on nuts tonight,
no, I said cashews. I said
legumes.
Cashews.
Then my bad, legumes.
But nah, man, we'll talk about that when we talk about the Ravens and Rams games. And with that being said, Pay, why don't you go ahead and shout out as many people as you can in the live chat. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll get into breaking down the AFC North matchups this week.
So we got the usuals, EffN, TV, Pittsburgh, Toddy, Tim. I love the Friday night pick section you and Lacey did. You are natural, my boy. CB, of course, Claude Bishop checking in from the Matrix. Jared Devil letting us everybody know Ratbirds ain't new. Yes, Jared Devil. That's called explaining the joke. Thanks for that, Gavin. Anthony, I'm sorry. Who else is here? Juice Bellamy, Craig Werlow. Everybody, Jay Steve, thanks for everybody for showing up on Friday. You could have been anywhere in the world on a Friday. Beautiful weather out there, but you decided to stay in the house and watch these grumpy old men featuring me. We appreciate it.
And the OG, AFL 67, got to shout him out. That's the homie. But yeah, with that being said, man, Craig Werlow, Drake Green, everybody out there, Pickens, you big dummy. Thanks, everybody. Danny Littlejohn. Thanks, everybody, for tapping in with us. We're going to take a quick break. If you're watching on YouTube, you know how it goes down. We're not going anywhere. We have to do this for our audio side. Those of you listen on the audio platform, we have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. Stay with us on the Homies Friday night.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And we're back on the Homies Friday night with your boys B Dirt, Pay, and myself, Tate, in the building. Ready to break down these games. Then the second half of the show, we'll turn over the reins to the Pay Dirt team, and we'll make our picks for this week with the DraftKings spread. And have the update. Well, B Dirt has the update. I just have the graphic after he sends the information. But so B Dirt will update you to the current standings as we go into week 6. Week 6. Sheesh, already. So, fellas, let's tap into these AFC North games we got going on this week, man. We got a few different matchups. Hold on, let me pull up different matchups here.
Where's Lamar at?
If you notice, I took him off the intro and all that stuff, so there is no more Lamar.
Come on, Lamar.
But yeah, man.
No Stu guys.
No Browns representation to represent the Browns again, but we okay with that, man.
Probably for the best.
Really, when you only win 1 or 2 games and you're picking 1 through 5 in the draft every year, we don't really need to waste our time talking about it until you get competitive again. And this is not like you guys or both your quarterbacks are hurt and they're kind of being of an anomaly type season. This is regular per business with them. I mean, they traded away a quarterback this week to a divisional rival who they'll play again. They traded a corner for the same kind of corner. At least they were drafting the same draft and like 5-6 picks apart. I think it was a money thing.
If you look at the money, that was actually a pretty good move by the Browns. It's gonna.
That's why I think it's a money thing. Obviously, it's a money thing.
It'll put them in a better spot.
Yeah, I agree. I don't.
Yeah, because they don't have any cash flow issues of wasting any money on players right now. They don't have to worry about that. They're pretty good at that.
You say they don't have any cash flow issues?
Yeah, no, they don't have any issues with certain players taking up a lot of their cash. Right now.
Okay. Yeah. I was getting like the homie Gavin, I was explaining the joke. I was great. The sarcasm went over my head. That was my fault. I should have got that one with my old wisdom. Should have let me know that. But let's get into the matchups, man. Well, that's Thursday's matchup. The Steelers and Bengals. We got super chat.
Yeah, Claude Bishop.
Another from the homie Claude. Go ahead and read it, B Dirt.
He said, B Dirt, do you like the Joe Flacco signing? Let me ask you guys this. What is the difference between a trash can and a garbage can?
Ooh, good question. I think the difference is between a garbage can from a trash can is a garbage can is plastic.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting look at it. They're both receptacles for trash. Whatever.
A garbage can also be a receptacle for recyclables. It can be the things you put in it can be recycled.
Well, that's true. Like Flacco's been recycled about 14
There you go. See, we hear me.
Yeah. No, it's agnostic. It doesn't hit. It doesn't make any ripples in the water whatsoever for me. Don't give a rat's ass.
Like the Ratbirds. So Joe Flacco, as the recycled AFC North quarterback, this is now his 3rd team in the division that he's going to start a game for.
Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, I don't think he'll never take a snap in Pittsburgh. So
I don't know. He could be your bridge quarterback next year.
Never. I mean, you're going to need another quarterback next year. I mean, and Joe was going to be available.
Hey, so are you aware of? I don't know the answer. Has there ever been a quarterback that's played for every team in the division?
What's his face that played for every team in the AFC East? Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. And,
did he play for the Patriots?
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
I'm not disputing. I just don't remember. Okay.
The Bills. Okay.
I know he played for the Bills. I remember he played for the Dolphins. The Jets as well. Okay. Wow. He probably played for he's like the Jim Jackson of the NFL, or Jim Jackson like the Ryan Fitzpatrick of the NBA.
Wow.
Like them jokers played for like 11, 12 teams, man.
He dated Tony Braxton.
I think well, they did, but that was before Tony Parker. That was him and Jason Kidd were beefing over her.
Oh, I don't think he got the Patriots in.
Oh, he didn't?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
No.
Well, I mean, he went to Harvard, so I mean that's good enough, right? That's close. That's close enough to Boston.
He spent a lot of time up, in the Northeast like that.
Rams, Bengals, Bills, Titans, Texans, Jets, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Washington football team.
That's what they were then, right?
Yeah. 2021.
Wow. And now he's part of the Amazon team. He'll be doing our game next week.
Shirtless with Cam Scatterboo last night.
Was he out there shirtless with Cam Scatterboo?
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh yeah, you gotta watch the replay on that. Hilarious.
They did the Hulk Hogan. They
Yep.
Yeah, I saw Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart. I saw Cam Scatterboo with his shirt off, but as soon as the game was over, I might even turn it away before the game was officially over. Like something else was on. Was baseball on last night still? The Dodgers and Phillies? Yeah. No, that game was earlier, but the late game.
I was sleeping.
Yeah.
By the time Cam Scatterboo, I had to catch that earlier this morning.
Okay.
I wasn't watching that live.
Okay. Well, man, excuse me. Like I was saying, the matchups be dirt. The first one we'll talk about the Browns and Steelers. You guys got any thoughts on that game? Any questions for me being the lone Steeler guy here? I mean, what are we thinking about the Browns versus Steelers? Dylan Gabriel starting this second game. The Steelers coming off not the greatest, but their best performance of the year back in Dublin against the Vikings a couple of weekends ago. It will be when we play the game. What are you guys thinking?
I think where the rubber meets the road in this matchup is the rush defense. Both teams are pretty good in stopping the run. I think Steelers giving up I think the Browns are giving up 4 per carry, which is in this day and age is pretty low. I think the Steelers are right around that same area. Quinshon Judkins had a big game. In fact, his whole career to this point has been big game after big game. And while can the Steelers contain him to push him back a little bit so he is not scoring touchdowns and getting 120 yards off the ground and vice versa, can the Steelers get Jaylen Warren and Gainwell to eat up clock for them, so it's not as much of a defensive struggle that can go either way when as the clock ticks down to his final seconds in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think the key for the Browns, if they want to have a chance in this game, I honestly, obviously, Steelers are definitely deserve to be the favorite in this game. But I think if they have a chance, they got to continue to put pressure on that linebacker crew and the middle of the field of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's Judkins running the ball, getting the tight ends. You got Fannin, you got Njoku, you got those two guys catching some passes in the middle of the field. I think that could be a key to them keeping the chains moving as far as what their hopes might be. Outside of that, I think the Steelers' plan is to knock the snot out of the young kid, right? Like force them into passing downs and go get them.
I think you're right there, B. Dirt. I'm not disputing what Pace said, but I don't know. But because they got better, the Steelers have played 4 games, but they got gashed against the Jets. They gave up like 200, close to it, 182, I believe, in the rush game. Then the following week, they played the Seahawks. They gave up quite a bit there. Not the 182, but they gave up probably 130, 140. Then they slowed the Patriots down, and I don't think the Vikings ran. So if the averages are what you say, I believe the Browns are number 1 against the rush. But I do think the Steelers' focus is to stop Judkins, to force, as B. Dirk just alluded to force Gabriel into obvious passing situations. The Steelers' defense, I believe, will be without Jalen Ramsey this week, but they're getting Joey Porter back for the first time since the first half of the Jets game, the opening game. That'll be a big addition. Alex Highsmith is coming back. Jaylen Warren on offense is coming back. He didn't play over there in Dublin. So I agree with everything you both said. So the key to the game to me is I believe the Steelers I mean, you just gun for 24, right? I think if you score 24, you safe against the Browns. The Browns haven't proven at all. Have they had a game where they scored over 24 points?
They haven't scored over 18.
Yeah,
all
okay.
season.
Not even 20 then. Okay, yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I mean, you go out, you try and get ahead, and you play like you're ahead. You hunt, you stop the run, you force Dylan Gabriel, then you can hunt after him on second and third and long. So those are the keys of that game to me.
I think the key for the Steelers on offense is definitely to get more than 4.5 completions to DK Metcalf. Do that
for the Steelers and your fantasy team.
No, not necessarily just my fantasy team.
That's my slip.
Oh, yeah,
It's on my slip. It's on the slip.
More important.
Interesting. DK averages 65 yards per game.
Yeah, they got him over under like 50 and 4.5 catches. Yeah. I'm over on both.
I know the passing
DK.
offense so far for the Steelers. I know their passing offense so far has been a work in progress. Going against this defense this is not the week that you want to actually see them before you worked all the kinks out, because for one, the Steelers have given up, what was it, 9? Aaron Rodgers has been sacked, 9 times so far this season? I think 5 of which have come through that same tackle. What's his name? Jones, Brick Jones. What's his name?
Broderick Jones.
Broderick Jones. Yeah, he's. I think
I like the nickname though, Brick. We'll go start calling him Brick.
Well, I mean, you can't call him Brick if he's not a brick wall, right?
There's a Jones that just got benched for you guys offensive line in Chicago. They talking about might be traded.
Yeah, you want him?
Is he that bad? I don't know why some of the Steeler guys, on some of these podcasts, are talking about him. The way you said that, we don't want him.
we would literally take whatever you all are used to getting, paying pennies on the dollar. We'll take that. We'll take that this time. Whatever we can get from Mr. Braxton, we'll take. Jones, but yeah, I think that's the key for Cleveland on defense, is to try to expose the inefficiencies in the Steelers' passing offense. Obviously, DK is the number one guy on that offense. He's leading them in catches, passes, targets, and all that stuff. For an offense that hasn't been very prolific so far in the first 4 games of the season, and with an obvious, turnstile right there at tackle, Myles Garrett's he's going to have to feast. He's going to have to do one of those things where he was chasing JJ? No, Jordan Love. But he's just yelling his name out. Go ahead and run, because I'm coming for you. But I think that's the key for the Steelers offense, to figure out a way to, one, minimize that type of vulnerability right there at that tackle spot, so you don't have Myles Garrett making all type of crazy ass plays in the backfield.
Yeah, you can't allow him to be a game wrecker. I think the Steelers are obviously aware of that. Last time against Minnesota, last time out, they went with jumbo package. We had one of our offensive linemen, Spencer Anderson, our backup offensive lineman, who's very athletic, playing some tight end eligible, and Darnell Washington's like having another lineman in there. So I think you just, whether they're going 13 with both of those guys in there, and Jonnu or Fry move one of them, I think you put, and I said this the other night, you put Darnell Washington in motion to whatever side Myles Garrett is on, and you double team him that way, and then let Darnell Washington help block, release off, and he's there for
a good chip is what you're looking for.
Yeah, a big chip, like he said, because that Joker's like 6'6", 200, and he's probably 300. He's listed at like 265, 270, which is a bold-faced lie. But yeah, so I think they try and run at the Browns, but I think this game, personally, they pass to run. They pass the short to intermediate game and try and open up the run. Because if you just try and run the ball against the Browns, then I don't think you're going to be faring very well. But yeah, so we'll talk more about this game when we get to our picks. Danny Littlejohn in Super Chat. Thanks, Danny. Definitely appreciate you. Can you read it, Peyton? I lost it. Here it goes. Says, go ahead.
Steelers offensive line protect Aaron and run the ball. Yes.
Agreed. You know what,
Matrix
Danny?
Mayor. He also had one too. If you want to scroll up.
Okay, let me go back and get it. But before I gotta tease Danny with this one because Danny. Yeah, Danny. Thanks for reiterating for us. You said there's another super pay.
That's great imaging.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Prop comic, right, B?
That's right. For sure.
You said from Claude, go back up one. There it goes.
He asked me who's the best starting quarterback in the division, and I've answered this question. I think we had a whole episode for this in the offseason, right? Who's the best at their position?
Oh, he's talking about starting right now, Pay. Starting today.
Is
right?
he? Because I'm reading the words that's on the screen, and that ain't what he said. He asked who's the best starting quarterback in the division.
I think this week Dylan Gabriel, Flacco, and Cooper Rush are starting along with Aaron Rodgers. So it's definitely a troll, but this is what I'm speaking Claw right now. I'm translating.
Oh, I don't speak Matrix. Maybe you spend more time down there. I don't understand what he's talking about. I just read the words as they're presented because that would have been an easy answer. It would have been Mr. Lamar. But if it's just for the guys that's going to start this weekend, isn't it time for us to take another commercial break?
We already had one, but we're trying to get through these breaking down. We're going to go to the next game though. But Claude, you were right. Thanks for that. He won't say, he don't have to say Aaron Rodgers. He can say owner and CEO of the Chicago Bears, and we know who he's talking about. But he hasn't done that.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah, because I would never say anything like that.
All right, man. Next game up, guys, is the Rams and Ravens. Pay, you take it from there. What? Well, we know you guys are injured and so walk-in mash unit and stuff. But is anything different this week? Jim Harbaugh on the hot seat. Just give us the short and skinny of it.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Harbaugh's on a hot seat. Whether or not he is feeling the need to do something else with his professional life, that's here to be. I mean, that'll be seen further down the line, right? What happens in this game will definitely put two different teams on a trajectory for where they're going to be the rest of the season. So the Ravens, the one thing they did good last week was protect Cooper Rush. They didn't let him get sacked once. I don't think he got touched but twice. Other than that, it was a pretty much bad show. You let a bad offense put up 44 points on you. You let CJ Stroud, who's been pretty mid since his rookie season. He looked like the next coming. Nico, bunch of guys I've never heard of catching passes and dancing in the end zone. It was just a shit show for that defense.
Hey! With all due respect to myself and B Dirt, that's the Ohio State Michigan combination. It's worth something.
Is it? The only thing good for the Ravens right now, they do have some guys coming back on defense. Roquan, there's a hope that he can come back, that he would be back this week, as some other guys in the secondary could be on their way back. If that's the case, then they would be definitely needed because they will be going up against an offensive juggernaut in the Rams. You got Puka who rolls out of bed and catches 10 passes, right? You got Kyron Williams who can be deadly when he's not putting the ball on the ground and doing ridiculous. You got your boy Blake Corum who should sit on the bench more, if you ask me. But he's pretty serviceable also. And you got the venerable Matt Stafford. Those guys know how to put up points under the McVay tutelage. The Rams are also they're trying to bounce back. They dropped a massive one that kicked me out of a Survivor League on Thursday night. losing to the 49ers, who only had one real starter in that game. This is ridiculous. So their defense has been through it. The Ravens defense has been through it all season. Something's got to give. Rubber meets the road, rocking a hard place. It's a who's who game, all of it. Whoever loses this game, and if the odds makers are the tail, it'll probably be the Ravens because they don't have and haven't shown run the ball much this season. So I'm not too confident in this game, but it's not unwinnable. I'll put it like that. The defense for LA Rams is not as stoic as one would assume. I mean, they can rush the passer, but that's about it. The secondary is good. Dead.
Okay. Any thoughts, B Dirt, from you?
No. I have zero thoughts. It's a mash unit. And this should be a get right game for the Rams.
Right.
Period.
The last time the Rams played, Sean McVay went for it on that 4th down in overtime.
This is a bad play call, I think. I don't mind him going for it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, but you know,
it's a bad play call, but you don't mind him going for it.
Yeah, I don't mind him going for it. I didn't like the play he called to go for it.
Yeah, if to that point, I could agree. That game, stop putting the ball in the running back's hands. That game, both of them, Blake, Kyron, both was pissing me off.
Yeah, your best player is your quarterback and your wide receiver. Try that.
Right.
Hey, Jaime Carlo is in the chat here from the hospital. Just had neck surgery. Jaime, thoughts and prayers, man. Wishing you well.
What's going on with Jaime?
So you had 3
neck
discs
surgery.
replaced.
Wow, man. Yeah, get well soon, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. I mean, I guess when I was in the hospital, I had my kidney transplant. And, you know, that'll be a week from today. It'll be a year already.
Wow.
Yeah, went fast. But, yeah, I was, you know, just on my tablet, on my phone. So I get it, man. Just get well, get better. But, yeah, my only 2 questions, Pay. My only questions would be, 1 or 2 things can happen to me. The Ravens can, you know, stand up, stick their chest out, show some Baltimore pride. I mean, it's very un-Baltimore-like for even when injured to look like they looked last week against Houston Texans. I mean, I don't care who's on the field for Baltimore. If you're a Raven, I mean, thank goodness he's not deceased now, but Ray Lewis would turn over in his grave. Well, Tony Saragusa is turning over in his grave right now. I mean, so that's how that defense looked last week, but they're injured and banged up, but still just seems like Raven pride would slow down CJ Stroud from dropping 44 on your head. So I can see him really coming out to fight, heavy dose of Derrick Henry and not fumbling Derrick Henry, just running the ball, Derrick Henry. I think the game's a lot more competitive than they think. And we'll talk about the line when we get to our picks here in a minute. But yeah, or if they come out and get embarrassed again and lose and drop to 1-5, what do we still think they can come back? I mean, because you already told somebody in the live chat that they would win the division still.
What's it going to take? 11 wins to win a division?
I think 11. Yeah, I think 11. So if they lost that, they'd have to go 10-1.
They'd have to get right quick.
Now they will be coming off a bye after this game, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm still.
You expect a lot of players back after that bye.
Yeah, you do. I mean, so we just get to maybe if we do what we're supposed to do, reap the benefits of the injury bug hitting them now. Not that we get to play them with injury. We still got to handle our business against the Ravens, probably at full health. But to me, right now, of anybody coming back, I mean, Pittsburgh only has a 1-game lead over the Bengals. if anybody's to come back and catch the Steelers, I would worry more about the Ravens. But it's still a division. The Browns didn't look that bad last week against Minnesota. Which, yeah, so I don't know. Let's move on to the next game. B Dirt.
Yo.
What to you? The Bengals and Packers in storied Lambeau Field. What's going on with this one, man?
Well, the Packers are favored by 14, and it's probably not enough. So that's where we're at with that. I'll get a little more in depth about the story with the Bengals. Obviously, Joe Burrow out. We thought we might hit, it might get lucky again with Jake and have him recoup the magic he did a couple years ago. Didn't happen. He looks bewildered. He's not throwing on time. His accuracy is all over the place. I don't know if it's because he got engaged or what, but he gone. The issue really is with bringing in Flacco. I like the fact that Flacco will push it down the field. I think even with us, trying to run the ball and mixing in the pass, we're not pushing the pass down the field. They're all a bunch of short passes. So people are still coming up close to the line of scrimmage. So the hope is maybe if we push the ball down the field a little bit, maybe we can get the safeties and the linebackers back a yard or two. Then Chase Brown can get some running room, get into that second level. So that's one optimistic look at it. A realistic look at it is this: 44.78. That was our average offensive line PFF pass blocking score last week. You're putting a statue behind one of the worst pass blocking teams. We had a guy that had a 29.4 score. That's crazy. That's like a turnstile at the going into the bus terminal will slow you down more. It's just one of those things. Like, I feel bad because I feel like we're putting Flacco in danger. He's going to be a statue back there. He's not mobile. Hopefully something happens. Maybe he sees the blocking scheme or calls out different things. Maybe he can help himself that way. I don't know. But that's bad. Now, if you want to look at the macro view of it, you're in such a shit situation at quarterback that you got a quarterback from the Cleveland Browns, the franchise that famously has a jersey with a ticket tape of 35 quarterbacks that haven't been worth a damn. You got one of those guys. That's perfect. We're in a good spot.
How bad do you have to be for you to for your team to have to trade for a Cleveland Browns quarterback mid-season to replace you and immediately start him with 3 days worth of prep? That's crazy.
It's a little wild, yeah.
But on the other hand,
we got another $2 super chat here. Claude Bishop, thanks for the $2. He says, "Pay, who is the best starting quarterback in the division?"
That's an old question. It's the old.
He gave another super chat though.
What we refer to as a retweet.
He asked the question twice.
Yeah, he paid to ask it twice. This is another super chat.
If I don't answer, will he ask it again?
Keep kicking that can, Pay.
Just answer his question, Pay.
Well, considering that Joe Flacco is already 1-0 against the Packers, I'm gonna go with him. I'm rooting for Joe Flacco to go 2-0 against the Packers.
I understand why you're rooting for him. And Claude, he answered the question. Now he's avoiding it. He's lying.
I answered it.
He's lying is what he's doing. He didn't avoid anything. He lied.
Perhaps. I mean, if you want me to say a different name, $2 again. Pay the toll again.
Hey, hey, he
There's
used to
only
it
so
though,
many
Clark.
names I could say.
It's always an Aaron Rodgers tax when you from Chicago. He got to pay. It's like pay the king, you know. But all right, fellas, well, let's take our break. B Dirt, I'm gonna turn it over to you. We come back from break and we're gonna get into our picks. I'll pull the score up during the break. B Dirt, you can explain it while we're Hey, Fee said pay. That's because you need to answer. Shout out Fee. What's up with you? Thanks for tapping in on a Friday night. Yeah, pay. Hey, Clark, if it was any other quarterback except Aaron Rodgers, he would answer it. He would answer chest all the way out. Answer it, but he can't. I mean, this is a thing in Chicago.
I did answer the question.
Brett Favre and Pay's the one that started all, and I agree with him, but he's the one that started the whole arrest Brett Favre stuff we were doing for the longest time. So
hey, El Mago back to swinging at everything. Does not care where it is. It came forward. I'm trying to send it back out.
That's how magic happens.
Man, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, man. So if you're watching on YouTube, you know we're not going anywhere. Stay with us. If you're listening on an audio platform, we have to hear a few words. The last few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. Stay with us. Thanks.
And we're fined.
Again. You know, I'm just going to be rude. But yeah. We go ahead and thanks, B Dirt. You act like Big G over there. Appreciate it. But man, let's go ahead. Look at the scores from last week. B Dirt.
The statisticals.
The statisticals. Not the.
You know what? You know, just keep it pushing. You don't have to explain the joke.
You gotta come on, man.
All right. Last week, Tate and myself went 6-7. Pay went 7-6. We're all hovering around 500. Me and Tate tied at 49% winning percentage, 53% winning percentage for Pay. Pay got a slight lead. We got to do some catching up.
Hey, man, that 11-4 week he had last week is what really just turned the table.
Yeah. And you know what? I was gone, so I didn't actually. I took his word for it. I might have to go back and listen to that and double check his word.
11-4 is sick, ridiculous, man.
A little fishy. That's all I'm saying.
A little. Well, you know it. There is a spreadsheet with all our picks on it. That is in the chat. You all have access. I mean, it's right there for everybody to go ahead and verify. I mean, it's right there. You can.
But that's what I'm saying.
You all know how spreadsheets work. You can see edits. You know, that's all visible.
I don't know.
I'm Microsoft deficient. They come up with a new one every year. New Microsoft every year. I mean Windows.
Well, this is Google's version of the spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
It's called a sheet. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not familiar with that, but I know you try and force us to use it and stuff like that. You send stuff in. I don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, man, because I haven't been doing spreadsheets and like that since 2020, believe it or not. So yeah, I know I'm kind of deficient in it. But Pay, comment from Felicia to you. Go ahead and read that and B Dirt take off with the picks after Pay reads the comment.
Felicia, Pay, you're pissing in the wind. No, I don't. Your answer is all over the place. No, it isn't. Put it where it needs to land. I do. Aaron is the best, her opinion. LOL. I don't agree.
Okay, thanks, Fee. Appreciate it. Keep Pay straight, because yeah, like B Dirt said, he just lying. But B Dirt, go ahead. Let's get started with these picks for the week, man.
He's telling his truth. All right, hey, you get to start off. We got the Broncos at the Jets. This is definitely not in New Jersey, is it?
It's not.
It's a 9:30 game, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right.
in England, London.
Broncos at the Jets, plus 7.5 for those Jets, over under 43.5. Who you got?
Yeah, I
Man.
was scared at first because watching the
Tate.
running through the jungle.
Tate.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
said
Go ahead. It
Tate.
sounded like pay. My bad.
But yeah, man, just to make it fast and pick up the pace of some of these things, I'm going to say that the man, Aaron Glenn, the Jets, they look bad. They got to get so many penalties. The offense can't sustain anything. But I mean, I think they'll be more competitive than they have been this week and clean some stuff up, which I think keeps them within the 7.5. So I'm going to take the Jets with the points.
Pay. Who you got?
I was scared watching their running through the jungle new Friday night picks show. Shout out to Lacey and Tim on that. Very, very entertaining. Your boy Tim had said the 6:30 game, and I was like, God damn, I gotta wake up at 6 now to watch football. I was gonna be livid. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he's not on the Lord's time zone. So that's what the issue was. What make it quick? What Tate said. I'm gonna sum up exactly what Tate said because I'm right there with him. The Jets they don't seem to be well coached right now, whether that's a facet of Aaron Glenn and his team or just a weeding out process of players who don't need to be there. Whatever the case is, a team that's not well coached, undisciplined, a long road trip is not the remedy for a win. I got the Broncos big. I got 30-10. Broncos covered at 7.5.
I also have the Broncos. I agree with you. I think the Jets are in disarray right now. I think he's losing control of the locker room a little bit. I don't think he has the right people in that locker room to right the ship themselves. All right, Pay. Start off with you. You got the Browns plus 5.5 at the Steelers, over under 37.5. Who you got?
Browns at the Steelers. For all the reasons I said earlier, the key to this matchup for the Browns offense is Quinshon Judkins and David Njoku, not world beaters. The Steelers defense is good enough to contain those guys. Dylan Gabriel, or
Dylan,
whatever
Gabriel.
his name is. Dylan Gabriel, that's who he is. Somebody I never heard of. But the opportunity for the Steelers to contain that offensive punch and the opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to contain what the Steelers offer, it swings in the favor of Pittsburgh, as well as what we say every week. Cleveland sucks. I got the Steelers by 10. Damn near 2 tutties, but I'm going to give them just by 10.
All right. I'm going to take the Steelers here because the Browns quarterback is too short. Tate, Browns plus 5.5 at the Steelers. Who you got?
Excellent analysis.
I'm going to say everything that Pay said because, like you said, the Browns haven't scored 20 this year. So if you hang a 24 on them, you should be able to beat them. I don't think they even get 19. I think the Steelers hold them to like 13, maybe under. But that them stopping the Browns and the fact that the Steelers have the best starting quarterback in the division, I'm going to take Pittsburgh, winning 24-13.
Clean sweep. All right. I have the Cards plus 7 at the Colts, over under 47.5. Hey, I've picked against the Colts like 4 straight weeks. Seems to be a bad idea. Kyler Murray's questionable. He's got a foot injury. Even if he does play, he's not going to be able to do what he does best. I'm going to take the Colts laying 7 points. Tate, who you got?
I'm going to take the Cards with the 7 points.
Wow.
Great analysis. Pay. Cards plus 7 at the Colts. Who you got?
Who would have thought the AFC North will have one team over 500 right now, while the AFC South got 2 4-win teams at this point? Soon to be 5. Colts, big 30-6 over the Cardinals.
All right. Tate, back to you. You got the Cowboys at the Panthers. Panthers plus 3, over under 49.5. Who you got?
Give me the MVP thus far this season, one Mr. Dakota Prescott. Give me the Cowboys.
What?
All that's too much offense.
All right. Pay Cowboys at Panthers +3. Who you got?
Did the meaning of MVP change recently? I thought we was.
Well,
Anyway.
when they beat the Panthers, they'll have a winning record. There'll be a half game out of first place in their division if they beat the Panthers.
This must be the timeline where Baker Mayfield doesn't exist. For the Cowboys over the Panthers, the line is, you said 3.5, B-Dirt?
3. Straight 3 right now. Dropped.
What is it?
Panthers +3.
I keep going in and out. I didn't hear what the line was. 3. Got it. So if it's 3, I got the Cowboys covering that.
All right. That is another clean sweep. Take the Cowboys. Although I do have Dak Prescott as the runner-up for early MVP voting. Claude Bishop, thank you again for the $2. He said, "Will Shedeur Sanders play this week?" No. For whatever reason, I don't think that the coaching staff ever wanted him, and I think they're gonna try and do what they can not to put him in there, not immediately promoting him to the backup position, saying, "Well,"
but they did though.
They did today, but why
yeah.
why did they come out and say we're not sure yet? We're that backup. Come on, man, stop playing with the kid. He's the backup quarterback. We all knew it. It's done.
They don't have any more quarterbacks, so I mean, what are you doing?
Hey, let me because both their names came up, or we talked about the taking his shirt off and stuff. Cam Scatterboo, and then Baker just came up. But I see a lot of Big Six Baker energy in Jackson Dart. I wasn't a big proponent of him in the draft. I didn't want the Steelers to get him, but he's looking nice. What do you guys think about Big Six energy, man? Guys like former Steeler Bubby Brister and the aforementioned Baker.
Stop that.
That is a real thing.
Just get him off him.
Bubby Brister does not drip as hard as Baker or Mr. Dart. Jackson with an X.
He did for the year you were born, Pay. He did then.
He had
I don't know how much of that you remember. He did.
I don't. So there you go.
Spunky,
no drip. He has no swag. None of it.
At our draft party, Brown Bag B told you and Shannon Plew that was a good pick. He's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I liked him since the beginning.
Seahawks and Jags, right?
Your boy Shannon that live in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
He had a little fallout. He fell out a little bit about him. He didn't like him.
He was happy. He was happy to get Cam though. Scatterboo.
Yeah,
he did make a guest appearance. I do remember that.
All right, Pay. We're going to start off with you. Pay, we're going to start off with you. We got the Rams at the Ravens. Ravens +7 over under 44.5. Who you got?
Rams at Ravens. I really want to take the Ravens here, but I just can't. I'm taking the Rams here. Yeah, Rams by 2 tutties.
I second that. Tate, Rams at Ravens. Ravens +7. Well, who you got? Mute.
Yeah, I think if it had been double digits, it would have been 10.5. But yeah, the Rams beat them by a touchdown. Give me the Rams too.
It's not.
Because I think it'll be way more competitive than it has been, but 7 ain't enough.
All right. Enough. I got the Chargers at the Dolphins. Dolphins +4.5 over under 44.5. The Chargers have lost 2 running backs, and it still doesn't matter because I would take Pay to get over 100 yards against this Dolphins defense. Give me the Chargers laying the 4.5 at Miami. Tate, who you got? Chargers at Dolphins. Dolphins +4.5.
This is so tough, man. I mean, because I think the Dolphins are going to compete. Because they got 2 offensive tackles hurt, 2 running backs hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Looked really bad last week in the second half against the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
You said Dolphins getting 4.5 at home?
4.5 at home.
Give me the Dolphins, man, in my 4.5.
All right, Pay, who you got?
I have the Dolphins losing. Yeah, I have the Dolphins. It is going to be a competitive game. I mean, they're figuring some things out, but they still lose the game, but not by 4, not by 5 points.
All right. Finally got another loner here. All right. Tate, you have the Pats at the Saints. Saints plus 3.5, over under 46.5.
Drake May and the Pats going to get a dub. They're playing good football now. It was just a matter of time before Vrabel turned that thing around. And if they could string a few wins together, they could compete for that division because they already got one game against Buffalo that they won on the road, right? They were in Buffalo last week. Or were they in New England? They were in Buffalo because little fella Stephon Diggs was returning back to Buffalo.
They had their white out uniform.
Right, yeah. Everybody's copying the Bengals style nowadays.
And none of them look as good. Pate, who you got? Pats at Saints. Saints plus 3.5.
Yeah, that line is very suspicious, man. This is why I didn't want to pick it on Pay Dirt for that very reasons. It's easy to say the Patriots will win this game by 2 tutties, but something's off about that line. Something's fishy. I don't, as you all have said every week, Spencer Rattler has yet to get a win in this league. Don't trust him.
No, he did win. He beat the Giants last
week.
Yeah, that's right. They did beat the Giants, and then the Giants won. They turned around and beat 2 playoff teams. Right.
Football
is weird.
Yeah, football's going football.
No, they beat the Chargers first. Then they lost bad to the Saints. Then they beat the Eagles last night.
I don't understand football. I'm gonna begrudgingly take the Patriots here by 6 points.
I'm taking the Pats too. I don't want to pick the same teams, but I think I'm betting on this game. I got the Pats.
We're all gonna have 2 wins this week. Watch.
All right. Is it on me? Seahawks at Jags. Jags plus 1.5. Man, I've been back and forth with this one. Seahawks flying all the way across the country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those props still ain't showing either.
Jags 1.5. I'm gonna take the Seahawks because I think Pay's gonna take the Jags.
Ooh, defense. I like Eddie play. I like that.
Tate, Seahawks at the Jags. Jags plus 1.5. Tired of picking the same as everybody.
The Jags proved to me, man, they got some grit. They just cleaned some things up. They're not that bad. They're 4-1, so it's not that bad. But go ahead and give me the Jags, man, because I think between the 2 teams, I think Seattle is more fake than the Jags are.
All right, Pay. Give me that lone wolf. Seahawks at the Jags. Jags plus 1.5.
There wouldn't be a lone wolf because you both split the baby already. So
that's what I'm saying. You give me the lone wolf.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I should have stuck to my mind last week when I was telling everybody the Jags could probably beat the Chiefs, but I didn't. And I gave you shit analysis and said I'm going to give the Chiefs the benefit of the doubt and pick them. That's terrible analysis. Never do it again. I'm going with the Jags. I'm standing 10 toes down on it this time. Give me the Jags.
Easy win.
Take care of business at home in Duval.
That's not how you do that. Titans plus 4.5 at the Raiders. Tate, who you got? You got the Titans plus 4.5 at the Raiders, over under 41.5.
Man, Pete Carroll, old school ball coach, came out and said, man, they need to run the ball more, be more physical, put Geno out of those situations he's making terrible decisions in. So I expect a big Ashton Genty game. No, I believe Brock Bowers isn't playing. I'm still going to take the Raiders to beat the Titans, who won talk about lucky games. That was a lucky game last week. They were celebrating because A guy got an interception down in the red zone and fumbled it, and they landed on it and got a touchdown. They were celebrating, but then a guy drops the ball before he goes over the goal line. Just terrible football by the Cardinals last week. So I don't think Tennessee has gotten any better. They just got lucky last week, and the Raiders are at home. We'll take it.
All right, Pay. Titans plus 4.5 at the Raiders. Who you got?
Oof. I got the Titans. That hook, B, we talk about it on Pay Dirt quite often. That hook is dangerous. That's good. That's what's keeping what's keeping the Raiders away from this one. I'm gonna take the Titans.
I thought I was going to be lone wolf on this one again for a different reason. Brock Bowers out. Who you throwing the ball to? Jacoby Myers? I'm good on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Titans plus 4.5. All right, now the game.
Well, I got 3 lone wolves so far that I'm counting.
You got the.
I got the Jets. I got
Cards,
somebody. The Cards, Jets, Cards, and that one. The Raiders, yeah.
Yeah, you can have all 3 of those. That's right. Yeah, when you take the worst teams in the league, you normally get some lone wolves. All right, the game of the week. Pay. I'll let you start this one off. The Bengals plus 14 at the Packers. Over under 44.5. Game of the week.
That's what we call the troll in the business. Yeah, I agree with your assessment earlier. That line should be a lot higher. It should look like a college football line. I have the Wisconsin Turds covering that 14 quite early. I will be so mad if they let the Cincinnati Bengals backdoor cover. But yeah, that 14 should be solid. Give me those guys from Wisconsin.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. Backdoor cover. So after Joe Flacco gets absolutely eviscerated in this game and Browning comes back in, I think that then you'll see the Browning get another backdoor cover like he almost did against the Lions last week. So
almost, I was so happy he didn't.
Well, it didn't matter. I'm going to take the Bengals plus 14.
Mm-hmm.
And a half, right?
Ooh.
No,
just 14.
14 straight right now. Okay. Tate, it's on you. Bengals plus 14 to Packers.
Yeah, man, I can't from the start of the game pick no NFL team to lose by 2 tubs. Give me the Bengals as bad as they. So you're right. I keep picking all the worst teams.
You do,
but I'm going to take the Bengals.
The lone wolf. Wait. I'm the lone wolf on a game that I picked the Wisconsin team. What are we doing? What timeline is this?
Pay riding solo with the Packers.
This is the wrong multiverse. I don't know where I'm at.
All right, I got the 49ers plus 3.5 at the Bucks, over under 47.5. The 49ers have to fly across the country, as I've already pointed out more than once. You know what else is hard about flying across the country? If you've ever had an injury and you've flown more than like a 3-hour flight, the swelling that happens in that, the entire damn team is hurt in San Francisco. So give me the Bucks to cover this, even though they've been the cardiac kids. I think they finally get a 10-point win here. Tate, 49ers plus 3.5 at the Bucks, over under 47.5. Who you got?
I got the Tampa Bay Bakers, man. I mean, like you said, every game they've won of their 4-1, I think they've won by a field goal. So they're not like blowing anybody out, but I think the fact you said alluded to the 49ers being real banged up, real injured, that Baker and the boys are at home and get a win at Raymond James.
All right. Pay 49ers plus 3.5 at the Bucks.
Bucks by 4. 4 this time. Yeah. The MVP does it again. The MVP of the season right now. Let me make that clear. They win by 4. I got the Buccaneers handling their biz at the crib.
And I predict a big game by the offensive rookie of the year.
Yes, Mr. Abuka. I don't know what school he
Mr.
come from, but I like that kid.
Mr. Ohio State.
Yeah. I do want to. I mean, Big G did try to trade for him. Try to trade me for him before the season started. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I was like, get out of here, man. You can't stop. Stop wasting my time.
Was it a fair offer?
I would think some would think so, but it was Devontae Adams for Mecca Buka, and then it was 2 running backs where he got the better of the running backs. I don't remember the 2 running backs.
Oh, yeah, you did it right.
You all were trading teams?
No, sir. What's that?
It was like you said it was like 6 players involved in this?
2. It was 4 players involved. 2 for 2.
Trading teams.
See, he would at least had to take the loss on the running back if I was to consider that. But Devontae Adams, well, there's an argument if the Bucks are healthy that some of his targets go down when Mike Evans gets back and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a beast.
All right. Tate, you got the Lions plus 2.5 at the Chiefs, over under 52.5. Sunday night gonna have some fireworks.
Yeah, man. I think the Chiefs, man. I love the Chiefs and the Ravens when they're down, man. I mean, I was rooting for Jacksonville the other night. I didn't care who won between the Ravens and the Chiefs, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Lions, man. The Lions are not have as much leakage and slippage as I thought they would have, losing all those coordinators. They took that L against Green Bay opening week, and they've been solid ever since, like scoring at a record-setting pace. So, give me the Man Campbells for the win. Yeah, and you said they're getting points?
2.5.
I got them out right, but yeah, give me the Lions.
All right, Pay, who you got? Lions plus 2.5 at the Chiefs.
Easy money. Lock of the week. Detroit. How dare you give the best team in the league right now? Give them points. Get out of here.
Well, do you have that lone wolf imaging yet?
Ooh, really?
Terrion Arnold is out.
Never heard
Brian Branch is doubtful. Kirby Joseph. I mean, this secondary is depleted right now. Even if Kirby Joseph plays, he's not going to be the same. I tell you, I'm going Chiefs here. I think they win by a field goal. Well, it's not an upset when they're favored by 2.5. So, but thanks for the siren. I appreciate that.
I've got the upset.
All right. Pay. We got the Bills at the Falcons. Falcons plus 4.5, over under 49.5 on Monday night matinee. Is that what we're going to start calling the early game? Why they're doing 2 on Monday nights is pissing me off. Who you got? Bills at the Falcons plus 4.5.
Yeah, the Bills pissed me off last week. I had a comma. B right there on my slip. I hit everything. All I needed was the Bills to just win the game. The worst feeling in the world is not when you stub your toe in the middle of the night, not when you go on a date and you don't get a surprise at the end. The worst feeling in the night is when you hit every leg and then the last leg does not come through, and you should have cashed out a long time ago, but you was being greedy. That's the worst feeling in the world. And for that very matter, I am betting against the Bills because out of spite, sheer spite, they are not covering the 4.5. Give me the Falcons.
I got the Bills by a touchdown. Tate, Bills at the Falcons. Falcons plus 4.5. Who you got?
Yeah, man. I don't think the Bills are good as some people think they are. The media, the public, they're not. They're a good football team, but not as good as you think they are. Give me the Falcons, man. I think Buffalo's defense is hackable. They can be had, and I think that Michael Penix and London and Bijan. I think Bijan can have his way with Buffalo's defense. I might even take the Falcons for the outright, but yeah, definitely give me the points.
All right, this last game, I feel like we're going to have a lone wolf scenario again. I'll start it off. We got the Bears plus 4.5 at the Commanders over under 49.5. I think the Commies win this one by 2 scores. So I got the Commanders. I've liked their defense so far this year. Been pretty impressed with them. Tate, you got the Bears plus 4.5 at the Commanders. Who you got?
Well, I remember last time the Bears were here and they turned their season around. I think it was playing like the same thing where they like beginning of season, they like 2-2 or something last year when that happened, and they just went whole 180, man. Because some dude was arguing with some fans, getting a fucking Hail Mary called on him. I don't understand it. But you know what? Surprisingly, the play disparity and they only get it from Big G calling Caleb Williams trash, but he's actually, for the games they played this year, he's actually outplayed Jaden Daniels by very little bit marginal, but he's actually outplayed him statistically. But something about Jaden Daniels has that stuff that Pay said Bubby didn't have that I don't think Caleb has yet. So I got to take the team right down the street here, man. Give him 4.5 because they'll probably win by 8. I say the score's 28-20.
Cue the lone wolf. Pay, who you got? Bears plus 4.5 at the Commanders over under 49.5. Smoke them if you got them.
I am smoking a Commanders pack because that's exactly what the Bears are going to do on Monday. We grounding our ops up, putting them in the Relo, and we're going to smoke them. Smoking a bones. Yeah, that's what. Oh, pause. But the Bears are not losing that game. The Bears are not losing that game. The Bears are going to handle their business. Everything comes down to the Bears won that game last year over just some dumb coaching decisions and some dumb player decisions. And it was and that ended up going in the Commanders' favor. Bears a better team. Bears are handling their business. Bears win the game. And if the Bears were 4-2.
Bears win the game. 4-2. Cubs are in the championship series. Malart for everybody. Let's go.
No? I feel like last year, going into last year, Pay, I was really rolling with you, man, as far as the Bears went. And I bet one of the guys in my barbershop, one of the barbers, man, $100 that the Bears fans were the better record than the Commanders. At that time, I think they were close, so they probably were 4-2. And that
4-2 going into the game.
Okay, and that turned everything around. The Commanders ended up winning 12 games. The Bears ended up winning 6, and we're 4-2. So yeah, that just. And I picked them like 3 times this year, and they cost me. One time one cost me. I picked against them, but other times I picked them, they lost. So yeah, that's why I did it. But that's it for me.
That is all of the picks. Eat 'em up, Tigers. Take us home, Tate.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, thanks everybody for rocking with us. Thanks for the super chats. Be sure to check out what we got coming up, man. We got
hit those thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. Tell friend.
We got the 2-minute warning coming up on Sunday at the 2-minute warning of the Steelers-Browns game. Tap in, check that out. Myself, Big G, Curb, and Afton is joining us on the 2-minute warning now. So we're looking forward to that one. Then Sunday, we have the regular know-it-all shows. We go all the NFL scores and updates and preview before kickoff the Lions and Chiefs game. So tap into those 2 shows still yet to happen this weekend. Enjoy your college football tomorrow. And for myself, the homie B Dirt, check out Running Through the Jungle. Go over there and subscribe, hit the like, whether you're a Steeler fan, don't watch it or not, just go subscribe. He appreciates it. We appreciate it. Same thing with Frustrated Chicago. They got a lot of content coming out that spot, man. So a lot of good guests and hosts over there. Shout out to Frustrated Chicago and Running Through the Jungle. And check out Pay Dirt. All this stuff you got right here, you could have got a deeper dive on the analysis if you watch that. So check that stuff out. And until next week for the homies, we out. See you guys then. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now.